service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th, a popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Winmau, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
It's semi-finals day here in Lakeside, your favorite home for World Darts. 8 days of action and we're down to the final 4 to see who'll be crowned the CT1 WDF World Darts Champion. I'm Jo Ankia. I'm here with Scott Mitchell joining me. Thanks for coming back again today. Are you ready for a big day?
I think we had a great day yesterday, so yeah, let's bring it on.
You can feel that the atmosphere in here is already very different today. There's been lines down the street from nearly an hour ago. The house is already almost full. How different is semi-finals day going to be?
Well, for the players, it's really different because obviously they've been here all week and the whole hotel and everything has been bustling and hustling. And the later in the week you go, the hotel gets quieter and quieter and the venue gets quieter for the player side of point of view. And so for them, you then start to realise you are at the end of the tournament and you are within sniffing distance of the final.
Indeed. Let's have a quick reflection on what happened yesterday in our quarter-finals. Any big surprises, eliminations that you didn't expect?
Well, obviously, the big one would be obviously Neil Duff going out, the former champion. Lamb was superb, and you can't argue with that. But and what a game we had last night, Lauby and Jelle Klaassen. You know, two fast and furious players, just absolutely at the top of their game. And it is a shame that one had to lose. And Danny's gone home and he's excited to watch, but Jelle's still in.
Any other surprises, any favourites that worried you that made it through to today, or any standouts that you didn't expect?
Well, obviously Andy Barton's was great yesterday, and he kept up his seed as number one, and he was slow to start, but once he got going, he was away with it, and he's adapting to it amazingly well.
What a day ahead. Well, let's take you through the lineup for this afternoon session. We have men's, women's and boys semi-finals to look forward to. So starting with the boys semi-finals, Mats Theobald from Germany goes up against Bradley van der Velden from the Netherlands. Then we move on to the women's semis. Eileen de Graaf from the Netherlands goes up against England's Lisa Ashton. And that's followed by Andy Bartens of Belgium against Dennis Nilsson of Sweden. So, that boys' semi-finals, well, this is such an important championship for the boys, and the women's final will be tomorrow. But these qualifications happened last December. How tough will it be to walk straight into a semi-finals day on stage with the likes of former world champions in the seniors and go straight into your semi-final competition?
Well, I'd say they've had plenty of time to prepare, I suppose. That's the first thing I'd say if they qualified last December. But they're two big darting nations in this current moment in time. Germany is becoming a bit of a stronghold as a darting nation, and the Netherlands, well, it always has been. So 2-2, it's a big match for both those guys. But look, they've got to come here and enjoy it. If they take it too seriously and try too hard, you just stop yourself. I hope they can just come here, relax. They've known for a while that they're coming. They've got it in their minds that they're all ready to go. They settle nice and early, and we see a good game between the pair of them.
And how does a competition like this, these boys going up first are 15 years old. This is a competition for 18 years and under, but these two semi-finalists, Mats Theobald, Bradley van der Velden, they are just 15 years old. How does this set them up for a future in world darts?
And it does set them up for a great future at 15. I mean, you know, I'd have loved to have been doing this at 15 years old. I didn't have the opportunity. It kind of wasn't there then when I was that age. So for them, they've just got to grab it with both hands. And at 15 years old, this isn't the last time they could do it. They can still qualify a couple of more times. So, but I would say live in the moment, enjoy the moment, and give the best you've got on the day.
Excellent. Well, let's see what they can do. It's time now to hand down to your Master of Ceremonies, Anthony Dundas.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to semi-finals day here at the CT1 WDF Lakeside World Championship. This is the home of World Darts. This is Lakeside. It is time for our first of the boys' semi-finals, and we welcome to the stage the World Open and Winmau World Masters boys semi-finalist. 15 years old from the Netherlands, Wolfpack, Bradley van der Velden. We now welcome to the stage the reigning Czech Open Youth Champion, 15 years old from Germany, Mats Theobald.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome along to Lakeside for a super semi-final Saturday. It is all set up tantalizingly in both the men's and the women's draw. We could get new champions, or we could get ones who win multiple titles. But the first port of call today is to check if the kids are all right, because these pair of 15-year-olds are taking to the stage for probably the biggest games of their lives. It is such a fabulous opportunity for both Mats Theobald and Bradley van der Velden, two players who've been successful in the youth tour in the WDF. Mats has won a title, a Czech Open winner in November last year. Bradley is looking to make this his very first title, and both lads are looking to follow in the footsteps of the likes of Josh Richardson, Justin Van Tergouw, Leighton Bennett, Keane Barry, and last year's champion Bradley Roos. It is Germany against the Netherlands. It is Nick Rolls, our referee, taking charge of this one, which is best of 3 sets, and it will be Bradley to throw first. Scott Mitchell is alongside me in the commentary position, and Scott, just what will these boys be feeling? I know you never played on the stage at 15 years old. I can imagine it's quite an intimidating atmosphere for them to walk in. Just got to try and maybe forget the crowd and focus on the board.
It's an intimidating place when I was 38 years old, let alone 15 years old. Like you say, big moments for these two big darting nations. There'll be interest in it for the pair of them as well. And I think that we're looking forward to a good final here, a good semi here, because, you know, they're just within touching distance of that final.
31.
Yeah, I can assure you that Bradley van der Velden, who's throwing right now, is 15 years old. I certainly didn't have facial hair as impressive as that when I was that age. Mats Theobald, a little bit more baby-faced of the two. The winner of this match will take on the winner of the second semi-final between two more comparatively experienced 18-year-olds in Ireland's Adam Dee and Andres Borbeli of Hungary. They've met each other once before. It was on this day last year, and Bradley van der Velden won that 4-0. Maybe a good omen for the Dutchman.
Yeah, possibly. He'll be thinking, you know, good things of his stuff and how he is if he's had a good win against him already. But we know a year in darting terms is an awful long time. And things change in a year. Players develop in a year.
Yeah, you think players at this age, when they were 14 years old, they'll have been not as tall. And when you are growing up, the throw sometimes has to adapt a little bit. So it's all about fine-tuning at this age.
Yeah, very much so. And hopefully that 140 there has settled Mats down. He looked the more nervy of the two.
44.
Bradley van der Velden, he obviously went straight in with 2 big trebles at the start and settled himself down nicely, but now we're starting to see Mats come back after that 140. He's feeling pretty good and got himself back in the leg.
39.
That was a big genuine bounce out there.
43.
Just going for the treble 18 there. Got stuck in a little bit of two minds. You've got to be positive about when you're throwing for those big numbers. So it's 96 now for van der Velden coming in. Now 91, treble 17, 74. Across the treble 14.
33.
So a few nervy moments for both players here as we get to the bottom end of leg number 1.
And went looking for the treble 19 to leave 28.
39. Bradley requires 63.
Not the easiest two-darter 63, but Bradley van der Velden wants double 6 to make it look easy.
Game shot.
Easy it is. Bradley van der Velden straight in, holding the throw.
Second leg is Max to throw first. Game on.
And I have to say, I think our crowd today are going to be pretty appreciative to see these young fellas doing what they're doing. You know, they're names that they won't have recognised and won't have known. But they'll be known now. When they've been up on the Lakeside stage, everybody will know them now. Every youth player that plays them in the future will know who they are. Being here
44.
does wonders for your career.
Both players had to come through a tough qualifying system to get here, which took place last year. And the averages for both lads were generally hovering between the mid-70s through to the mid-80s.
44.
So it is an even-looking contest.
$54.
And it's more proof that the sport truly is global, because we're introducing the boys and the girls tournament and getting another couple of nationalities we've not seen this week. We've got an Irishman coming up tonight in Adam D, and then in the girls' final tomorrow, we've got an Italian representative in the form of Aurora Focasato.
100.
Yeah, I've heard bits about her, and I'm looking forward to watching her tomorrow. That was a dart on dart out. You didn't hear the big hit of the wire there. That was the dart clattering into his own flights and taking all the forward propulsion off the dart, and then not having enough power to actually stay into the board.
90.
Good response from Mats. Taking a bit of advantage from
58.
Bradley's bounce outs.
60.
Well, I think that second dart hit the metal number. Not to worry, though, because Bradley's way behind.
85. Mats, you require 40. Game shot.
Yeah, nice and clinical from Mats Theobald.
Bradley throwing first.
There will be a break after the first set. Going first to 2.
34.
And this is probably going to be one of the longest format matches they've played in their lives. It tends to be first to 4 or first to 5 legs in the youth system. Could potentially have 15 legs of darts here.
58.
Van der Velden using a smooth barrel. Very unusual, and we'll have 2 sets in this session. I think Andy Barton's is a smooth barrel. But I suppose when you think about it, think of a Formula 1 tyre on the track being smooth, it gets more grip. Does a smooth barrel get more grip than a groove barrel? That's the question. Answers on a postcard to Lakeside, because we'll be gone by the time they get here.
Yeah, maybe answers on an email. Get it over straight away.
Sorry, was I a bit old-fashioned there? Postcard.
59.
Yeah, don't send them postcard this time of year. Post office is already busy with Christmas cards. It never
We'll never get it. I suppose if you are going to copy one man, copy the #1 in the WDF system.
90.
Yeah, I think the barrel shape's slightly different, but yeah, but it's still a smooth barrel.
100.
Mats Theobald, after a slow start with his first 9 darts, seems to have settled quite well.
100.
Looking at the rankings, he is the higher ranked player in the youth system at number 27. Bradley's number 33. I suspect maybe the winner is more likely to come from the other match, because Adam D's 13, Andras Borbeli, the #1 man.
If that's being the case, these two will really be seeing a big chance to make a final here.
Bradley Van der Velden. 4th leg, it's Mats to throw first. Game on.
I have to say, both now seem pretty settled and comfortable. It looked like being up there for a few years. But I suppose when it comes to being the darts for the set, that's when we'll find out. When the nerves kick in.
100.
Yeah, they've had a few legs now to get used to the stage, get used to the surroundings, and once they do find their groove, they'll settle into a rhythm.
$81. $140.
First bit of emotion we've seen from either player. Mats Theobald clearly liking the 140. Disappointment after such a straight dart into the treble 20 that he only picked off 68.
65. Match you require 133.
He'll probably stay there. Probably stay there now. Oh, he's coming out.
82. Bradley, you require 100.
Went for the clear target.
$41. Match you require 51.
The double 16 incoming. Theobald to make it 2-2.
$19.
So 119 for the set then for Van der Velden.
Bradley,
Takes
you
his
require
time.
119.
Takes his time and then comes over.
Has to be treble 20. He will have been hoping for at least one dart at a bullseye.
Match you require 32. Game shot.
2-2 in set one.
Max Theobald.
Little punch as he went to the board.
Game on. $140.
What a great start to that fifth and final leg of the set from Bradley Van der Velden. Dream start, in fact.
58. $100.
Grimace there at the board. He's angry. He really wants this. Threw a little bit quicker and a little bit harder then as well.
59.
Upped his pace.
Good leg this.
135.
Making his move, Bradley Van der Velden. The swifter of the two players. Mats is not a slow player though by any means.
Bradley, you require
He's puzzled by the lack of trebles. Need to entertain the 19s route.
$86.
Nicely tidied up then, Van der Velden. Red hot favourite for set number one.
Mats needed a max to put any pressure on.
Bradley, you require 40.
13 darter then, best leg of the match incoming. 14 is fine, and Bradley Van der Velden has taken the first set in this boys semi-final. Heads off into the break with the big advantage over Mats Theobald. 5 holes of throw in a row in the battle of Germany versus the Netherlands. It is the Dutchman who is prevailing right now.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Winmau, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Welcome back to the CT1 WDF World Darts Championships. We're in the middle of the boys semi-final. It is 1-0. Bradley van der Velden over Mats Theobald. Just a very close first set so far, wasn't it? Great competition. A few nerves there. What did you make of it so far?
Bradley settled really quickly. He was able to get a couple of trebles with his first throw. Mats didn't settle quickly. It took him 9 darts to settle. Bradley'd already got the first leg, but after that, Mats looked the better for the next 3 legs. But it was sat at 2-2, and then that last leg from Bradley, wow, what a leg. Just superb, and that's why he's leading 1-0.
Bradley van der Velden, he is the favourite. He's been on the Dutch national team at the World Cup, semi-final at the Boys World Masters last year. You could feel that anger coming from him in that last leg, couldn't you? He wants to win, he believes he can win, and he really pulled it out to win that set.
Well, he won the last time the two boys met, and so he's come out with that confidence. And when you've beaten somebody and you've only played them once, it's lovely to go up there and know you're on the biggest stage of your life, knowing that you've beat the guy already. So he feels he has a slight advantage, but now we got Mats with the darts, and we'll see what he's got.
Only 15 years old, both of these boys, but wise heads, smooth arms on their shoulders, that's for sure. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be a close match from here on out, or do you think that will really have given Bradley the edge?
It all really depends how Matt starts this set. He really needs to hold his throw, get himself some confidence within this set, because he wasn't in that last leg of the last set, so he will want to find treble 20s nice and early and make sure that he's in this set, because he cannot afford to be out of it early doors.
Excellent. Well, let's get back down to the stage for set number 2.
Yes, it was a confident last leg from Bradley van der Velden, taken in 14 darts, and he does appear to have settled the quicker of the two players. More confident action, a real snap of the arm as he releases the dart. Mats Theobald, particularly in the last leg, did not find any sort of scoring power. So it is advantage Bradley doing exactly what he wanted to do in set 1, which is win it and hold his throw on each occasion. It's down to Mats now to find a break at some point if he is to win this match. He'll have to play another 2 sets if he is to reach tomorrow's final, where it's a quartet of finals tomorrow. We've got the girls, the boys, the women, and then we conclude with the men. Van der Velden in control of this game right now. Mats needs a strong start.
Game on.
I do think Bradley van der Velden just looks a little bit more confident. Mats has maybe not found the stage intimidating, but I don't think he's settled as quick.
50.
No, he certainly didn't. And like I said there in the interviews there, it's just he didn't start well. He was a slow start, and Bradley got away from him. And he did well to still be in the set, to be fair, but Bradley was not looking good while Mats was hitting 140s and tons. So if Mats can continue to do that, then he's going to get Bradley under all sorts of pressure. But Bradley looks to be the one that is going to keep Mats under the cosh, because he just looks the more confident player at the minute. He's now slowing a little bit, throwing a little bit quicker, and it all looks a little bit more fluid for him.
60.
Yeah, the more confident a player is, particularly if they're already a quick player, the more confident they get, the quicker they sometimes get.
56.
A dangerous sign for any opponent.
No way, nothing better than being in front to be confident. There's no way. It's just, it does something to you being in front. You have to dig deep when you're behind, and at the moment Theobald is struggling to do that. The throw has been turned already.
59.
Yeah, they've not been badly thrown darts from Matt Theobald. They've just not quite landed in the treble. And there is a couple of loose ones.
28.
Can't afford those.
$121.
Almost our first 180. Somebody not wanting to be seen in the crowd
78.
there.
Bradley, you require 67.
Fortunately, we've got cameras everywhere. We're going to spot you. Mats is on a bogey number, so Bradley needs to go 11 and bull. He went looking for 25 for double 18. And that's just how it's going for Mats right now. Loose start means he ends on 159, and all he can do is set this up.
99. Bradley, you require 40. Game
There it is, right in the middle. Impressive from Bradley on the doubles. It's 4 from 6 now.
Second leg, it's Bradley to throw first. Game on.
Doesn't need too many second chances.
$81.
We've got a table of Sesame Street characters today. We had the Peaky Blinders yesterday.
Yeah, we had the Peaky Blinders, the Snow White, and the
99.
Seven Dwarfs yesterday. We've got, yeah, Sesame Street characters. That was the count.
100. $93.
Well picked off with the treble 18 because that second note was really snatched.
59.
Too many 58s, 59s and 60s from Theobald.
Yeah, the break hasn't done him any favours at all. He was playing a bit better on the way into the break,
58.
particularly in the first 4 legs. Now he's come out, and Van der Velden has really put the pressure on him and kept the pressure on him. Now switching around the board and finding a little bit. That gets him back in the leg, but
170.
not to be on this occasion.
75.
Well, it won't be on any occasion if you keep hitting the 5 first, I suppose.
At least 74.
90. Bradley, you require 95. $55. Match, you require 60.
So a chance to break back here, and if he's going to get back into this game, you would think it would have to start with this leg. Double 10.
40.
Missed opportunity.
40. $20.
Bradley isn't there to clean up. First leg in the match where both players have had darts at doubles.
I like this, steadies himself nicely.
$15.
And when you become more deliberate like that, you tend to take the beans off of your throw. You don't quite throw it as hard.
Bradley, you require
Bradley Van der
20.
Velden quite wisely going to the table, gathering his thoughts. Don't overthink, young man.
15. Match, you require 5.
Both being dragged into another visit.
It is a bit of a dogfight, isn't it?
Game shot in the second leg.
The dogfight that Mats comes out on top of.
A little fist pump in the air from Theobald, and Bradley van der Velden looked at him. If it looks good kill,
It's Max to throw first.
there'd have been sparks of flying there. That was a really, you've just given it the big fist pump up, and you've just done that after that leg. Really?
84.
We'll never see a really on stage as good as Mervyn King's.
No, we won't. It's legendary.
Well, it was all about holds of throw in the first set, but the roles have been reversed here.
58.
Bradley in a slightly better position now.
Theobald's got to get that first dart right. When he gets that first dart right, he does hit trebles. But the longer he goes on without hitting trebles, the more chance you're giving van der Velden to get away from you. And here we go.
100.
One of those players who seems to speed up his throw by the time the third dart comes.
59. Bradley, you require 153.
And you have to say that it's working for him at the moment.
74 left. He could go 14s or 18s.
90.
Rest assured, single 11 was not part of the plan. But he's left the same number that he won the first leg of the match on.
58. Bradley, you require 63.
And logic suggests that he should go the same way. Treble 17 for double 6. Double 18.
27. Match, you require 158. $94. Bradley, you require 36.
So pressure asserted from Theobald.
Game shot in the third leg.
Bradley van der Velden finds double 18. He finds the break of throw he wanted. And he is one leg away from a place in the final.
Finger point to Team Wolfpack, I think that was, from Bradley van der Velden.
Fourth leg, it's Bradley to throw first. Game on.
Another breaker throw. Who wants to have their throw now?
Yeah, I like the nickname Wolfpack, but I'm thinking, was Bradley even born when The Hangover was released? Neck and neck.
I thought it was because they were all Martin Adams fans.
Could be.
Possibly.
97.
There's lots of them. Not happening for Mats.
Yeah, there's pressure on him. He knows he's got to do something this leg. He's got to find something, and the arm then tightens up. The mind's saying, please, please, please go in, rather than going, yes, yes, you're going in. Two different mindsets.
And it's a big learning curve for him and a fabulous experience. He can go back to school next week and we'll say, oh, what did you get up to at the weekend? Oh, I played darts on the Lakeside stage.
Yeah, wowzers.
96.
Like I say, big learning curve for them both. Winning and losing. You learn more losing 9 times out of 10. But They'd have been practicing for weeks before this and trying to get this right and be ready for it, and it can be over in moments for you.
94. $96. Bradley, you require 98.
98 then for a place in tomorrow's final. Treble 19 leaves double 18. He hit this to win the last leg.
He's having a good think about it, taking his time.
18. Match, you require 146. Bradley, you require
Struggled with the weight of darts for the entire match. They've always been above or below the wire. Option to split or straight at it. It is straight at it and straight in, double 9. And Bradley van der Velden has got the chance to become a boys world champion on the Lakeside stage. A straight sets victory against a struggling Mats Theobald will no doubt leave this better for the experience. Certainly a good game for the German, but an even better one for Bradley van der Velden. He advances into tomorrow's final, where he'll face either Adam D or Andres Borbeli.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Winmau, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Welcome back to Lakeside. We have just wrapped up the first of the boys' semi-finals. Bradley van der Velden taking the win over Mats Theobald, 2-0. But it was a great second set, great match overall. But that second set, both breaking each other back. What made the difference for Bradley?
Well, I said at the start that Mats needed to hold his own throat. He didn't. Bradley broke him straight away. He got a load of confidence from that. But then fair play to Mats. He broke Bradley straight back. And that was the end of that, really. Once Bradley broke him back, he was then back in the set. He got him back to 2-1. Bradley on his own throw. He wasn't going to get broken again, and he didn't make a mistake, and away he went.
Mats Theobald still showing why he has done as well as he has. Bradley was the favourite, though, coming into this match. He'll go on to face the winner of this evening's semi-final, which is Andras Borbeli, and against Adam D. Those are 18 years old. So it just shows how experienced, how good Bradley is. And he'll have to go up against an 18-year-old in the final. It looks set to be a really exciting boys' competition.
Yeah, I mean, the two 18-year-olds are on last chance corral, aren't they? They're not going to be able to get to do it again. This is one and final time here. So, you know, big game for them. I hope they don't get too nervous.
Let's look ahead to our upcoming match. It is the women's semi-final. Eileen de Graaf against England's Lisa Ashton. Now, yesterday Lisa had a bit of a tough time getting through her quarter-final against Kirsty Hutchinson. She made it through, was a bit wobbly at the end. This looks set to be a very competitive match because Eileen de Graaf is one of the favourites to make it into tomorrow's final, isn't she?
Well, Joe, they don't get more competitive than the number 2 facing the number 3. For me today, Lisa's got to start quicker. She really was slow out of the blocks, and if she lets Aileen get in front of her early, then Aileen will front run it, and she will keep going and not take her foot off your throat. She is one of those. She's a killer dart player. So Lisa needs to start quicker. She knows that. I had a word with her out the back earlier, and she said that she was hoping to start quicker. She didn't know where it went yesterday. Got back in the room, had a little chat with the management, and away she came back out and did the business. So she'll be looking not to have to do that today.
How tough is it to go home, reset yourself, come back today and try to forget all about the end of the match last night?
You forget about it because you're still in the tournament. Once that game is gone, you brush it under the carpet, you leave it behind, and then prepare for the next game, which is today.
Let's have a chat about Aileen because she's yet to make it past the semi-finals of this World Championships. But people are talking about her being in the final potentially with Bo Greaves. She beat Bo earlier this season. Tell me about how well Aileen's been doing, her current form.
She's one of those that it's not just current form. She's been like it for 5 or 6 years now. She's been right there. You know, she's done the apprenticeship. It is a big step for her. Darts is massive in Holland, and to get another Dutch lady in the final is what they would love to have. And Aileen's been the one that the Dutch feel is going to be the one that's going to be doing it in the last 5 years. She has a chance today, and hopefully they'll be thinking that she does it.
Yeah, but she's won some big tournaments this year, Aileen. Could this be her time?
Winning breeds confidence, and that's all there is to it. So the more that she's won this year, she'll come in here thinking she's deserving of it. She's deserving of that final place. Bo's been the standout player all year, but she still feels she deserves to be in that lineup with Bo, and who's to say she can't do it?
And of course, she has to get past the 4-time world champion, that is Lisa Ashton first, who is also gunning for her 5th championship. She also believes she can go all the way. What kind of matchup are you expecting?
I'm expecting it to be quite fast and furious at the start. And I think the pace around the board will be quite slow today, but I think when they put their foot to the oche, the throws will be quite quick. So, you know, again, it's all on that first set. Who gets away first? I'm not sure who's won the bull up in the back room, but I think that could dictate where the first set goes in this one.
And has Eileen impressed you so far this week?
Yes, you know, she's getting better as the week's gone on, and you get sharper as the week's gone on. So, today you can't leave anything in the practice room. This is the game that you've got to produce or to make the final.
Okay, well it is crunch time, and Eileen de Graaf against Lisa Ashton will be coming up after the break.
We now turn our attention to the women's semi-finals here at the CT1 WDF Lakeside World Championship. And we welcome to the stage, first of all, the reigning Australian Darts Open champion, the four-time Lakeside World Champion, the Lancashire Rose, Lisa Ashton! Her opponent is a former Finder Darts Masters and Winmau World Masters champion, the reigning and four-time Dutch Open champion from the Netherlands, Eileen de Graaf.
Well, the seedings have gone to form in the bottom half of the women's draw. We have got the number 2, Eileen de Graaf, versus the number 3, Lisa Ashton. Two players familiar with each other's games. They've played 28 times before. 14 of them have been in tournament finals. The very first meeting came in 2014 when Lisa Ashton beat Eileen de Graaf on this stage en route to her very first Lakeside crown. It has been a bit of a struggle for Lisa. She's had to be the comeback king, or comeback queen, I should say, in her 2 games so far, recovering from a set down against Priscilla Steenbergen and then doing exactly the same against Kirsty Hutchinson. She has not been at her best, but she has dug in when required. Eileen de Graaf was put under pressure by Nicole Renault in her first match. Then she was not quite as pressurised as much by Lorraine Winstanley en route to a 2-0 success. Scott Mitchell is back with me in the commentary position, and I would suggest that Lisa Ashton cannot afford to start as slowly as she did in her first 2 games against someone of Eileen's calibre.
Yeah, I said that with Joe in the break, really. She knows that. She knows that tonight, and this afternoon, and she knows that she was too slow out of the blocks yesterday and kind of got away with it. Kirsty Hutchinson, she looked to be like a rabbit in the headlights toward the end, and I saw her this morning, and she said, Scotty, I just bottled it. It was my biggest chance, and I could see it there, and she just got too tight at the wrong times, and we've all been there. Any dart player knows, your arm goes tight, you overthink, and before you know it, it's gone. But it sounds an easy thing to do, to be able to not think, and for all dart players in this place, the first thing you do is think. Good shot of the healthy crowd we have in this afternoon.
171.
And a good shot from Eileen de Graaf, who is just as comfortable on that treble 19 as she is on treble 20. Expect to see her at times in this match start legs in that position.
49. $99. I need unicorn 102.
Treble 14 or bullseye. He goes for the former. Narrowly misses tops.
Lisa, you require 92.
Old school way from Eileen there.
Bullseye for Ashton.
53. Eileen, you require 40.
Big moments here early doors. You want to get that first double on the board and out the way.
That is what she does.
Eileen de Graaf has just nailed that with one dart. That's confidence.
45.
Not being an ideal 2023 for particularly Lisa Ashton, recently recovering from elbow surgery. It stopped her from playing in some of the Women's Series games earlier this year. She is someone who does play all of those events, not being able to play as many WDF events either, but she's still proven her winning pedigree. Australian Open final winner. And that did come against Eileen.
And just to tell you a little bit about Lisa's character, she would never use that as an excuse if anybody beat her at any point in time. You know, I said to her yesterday, was it a slow start because, you know, you're feeling your elbow a bit and this, that and the other? And she said, no, not at all. No, not at all. It was nothing to do with that. It was me throwing them in the wrong place and I just wasn't doing it. And the break came at a nice time for me. So she kind of realises that sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Eileen was a Dutch Open winner at the start of this year. She beat Bo Greaves in the final, so arguably the most significant of her big titles on the WDF circuit. But her form in recent months has also been a little bit wayward. This would be the perfect stage to bounce back. And she's playing well here.
119.
Yeah, she had a very confident holder throw in the first leg, and she's now taking that into leg two.
60. Eileen, you require 105.
Extended format in the women's tournament for the first time, so we'll be going first to 3 sets. Tops now.
In charge in the second.
Straight in.
Third leg, it's Eileen to throw first.
And she is the sort of player who will give it some. When she wants to celebrate, she's no fear of showing her emotion.
She's the sort of player when she gets in front, she doesn't take her foot off the gas either. Ashton's got to find some of those trebles.
60.
These aren't bad thrown darts, they're just not going into the treble segment where she needs them to go.
$33. $100.
4 stars on the Lisa Ashton collar. Scooping the title on this great stage 4 times in the space of 5 years. The mid-noughties where she was the real dominant women's player. Maybe the star doesn't shine quite as brightly these days with the likes of Bo Greaves and Fallon Sherrock on the scene. She will always go down as a trailblazer in the women's game.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes overlooked and never should be. Never should be.
97.
And you mentioned women trailblazers, you just also mentioned Trina Gulliver, 10-time world champ, dear friend.
119.
And yeah, it seems strange being here and up with her actually as part of the field, but
And still a very good player over 30 years after winning her first.
Still playing lovely. Seen her on the World Seniors stuff. Rattling the men's cages. It's great to see.
61. Lisa, you require 140.
Worst possible dart, 140.
40. Eileen, you require 144.
Another one there. Wrong side of the wire. Could go 19s or 15s.
82. Lisa, you require 100. Eileen, you require 62.
Tops.
42.
This is the chance for a 3-0 whitewash in set number 1. And if you give Lisa Ashton chances, she is likely to take them. Exhibit A.
It's kind of a relief celebration, that one, you know. It's like, yeah.
100.
Where have I been?
Can't look that exasperated, surely, after only 3 legs.
$99. 76. 47.
They did meet at this stage of the competition back in 2017. And surprise, surprise, Lisa Ashton won.
58.
Eileen looking to do something she's never done before, and that is reach a world final.
84.
Win against Lorraine Winstanley ended a 4-year stretch of losing in the quarterfinals.
125.
Great darts from Ashton there, and we had a lovely shot of Aileen just looking the other way, trying to ignore what was going on. She just looked off to her left.
58.
With it being best of 5 sets, as you said earlier, a longer game. No panic if you go a set down, yeah.
29.
And you can see that Ashton is asserting the pressure now on Aileen de Graaf, and she's now making errors of her own.
Very loose setup shot.
158.
A ton here. Really puts the cat amongst the pigeons.
73.
72 last time. Can she go one better?
It's 52. Where's she going? 12 for tops or 20 for 32? Oh, dear, dear, dear.
41.
So tight to busting. That's the problem. We're going that way. So the graph for the set, 58, double top. She's been prolific on it.
And she remains prolific. Eileen de Graaf leads by 1 set to 0. We'll go to a break after 2 sets here.
55.
Yeah, de Graaf finishes off a set there. That leg she didn't even look in. I think that's the frustrating part for Lisa there. She will not be happy with that.
133.
Looking to become just the second Dutch woman to win the Ladies World Championship. But Frances Hunselaar in 2009.
I remember Frances Hunselaar winning it. I believe I've got a set of Frances's flights at home somewhere in my little collection.
Little man cave of darting apparel.
Got a few bits, you know what I mean? I got a few little bits. A few bits on me travels.
100. Lisa, you require 68.
68 after 12 for Ashton here, not too shabby at all. Double 16.
52. 60. Lisa, you require 16. And shot to the first round.
Not too shabby at all. 16 darter ended with 16 scored.
Game on.
Fan favourite here, the crowd getting right behind her every time she wins a leg.
42.
No indeed, Lisa, no indeed.
41. $25. 140.
There's Danielle.
100.
Always in Lisa's corner. Can always hear her. Her manager, Roger, was there as well.
99.
I'm sure Lindsay Ashton will be watching at home again. From behind a pillow yesterday, from what I can gather. She was sat on the sofa, peering over the top of her pillow like she was watching Jaws or something. Couldn't have been that nervy. Lindsay, come on.
40.
Well, I was just sat here in the comms box and I think I needed a pillow. Because it was nervy. Seeing which of those players would finally take out that double one.
Yeah, it defeats the object. You and I sat in a comms box hiding behind pillows to watch a match. Just peering over the top.
$93. Eileen Uruguay, 100.
Tops. She's been good at tops.
80. Lisa Uruguay,
Thrown well, but a big deflection there for De Graaf. So 76 big moments here.
Game shot to the second one. Lisa Ashton.
Lisa Ashton beginning to assert her authority.
Third leg is Lisa to throw first. Game on.
Oh, the World Championship jitters beginning to affect Eileen.
66.
Good recovery there from Ashton. Even after 4 world titles, the fire in the belly is still there.
$42.
But if you ask Trina Gulliver, she's got 10 of them. I bet she still wants another one. She'd have 11.
Probably.
Absolutely, no problem with that. She wouldn't. Not a problem.
That's what happens with winners. They get greedy. They don't do sharing.
100.
Yeah, but Trina and Phil Taylor have taken it to the limit that it shouldn't be allowed, really.
96.
Yeah, once you get to a dozen or something, you just say, that's it.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Nah, 5. Give everybody else a chance, then retire them off into commentary or something.
58. $80.
That's unfortunate. Another one of those dart on dart outs. It's not anything to do with the board, that one.
105.
Good board management.
Yeah, she only needs 1 treble now to get a dart at the bullseye.
140.
Great reply from De Graaf. She now puts Lisa under all sorts of pressure. Treble 18 with the last.
58. Eileen Uruguay, 70.
2 darts at double 8.
54.
Neither of them go.
Lisa Uruguay,
Finishing has generally been excellent in this game.
Yeah, it has done. Another one of those for tops. 24.
48. Eileen requires 16.
Right on the wire. Both girls here. All over the double. Important there. It was a breaker throw. If she could hold her throw here.
First, game on.
If she can hold her throw here, she'll feel she's weathered the storm.
60.
I think they're supporting Lisa. We have seen plenty of Dutch fans here, particularly over in the far corner. So a Chris Landman flag yesterday.
100.
We'll be taking to the stage this evening against Jelle Klaassen. Make sure you have plenty of coffee before that one. It'll be fast and furious.
60. 81. 95. 135. You see a cry 106.
Over for treble 18. Down for double 16, and Lisa Ashton has replied in splendid fashion for going one set down. The first Tom Plus checkout for her in the match, and the biggest, just overdoing the 105 from De Graaf in the first set. Lisa Ashton is a champion. She has done 2 comebacks already this week. She is looking to make it number 3. It is 1-1 at the break.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Winmau, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Welcome back to the CT1 WDF World championships. It is one set apiece in the women's semi-final. Eileen de Graaf against Lisa Ashton. Well, Scott, wasn't Lisa saying to you she wanted to start faster today? What happened?
I think Aileen was that good at the start. She came out, the blocks really flying and took the first set kind of before we know it. Lisa really didn't get a chance to settle. And then that was really the story of set one.
But then Lisa found her rhythm, didn't she? She's come back very similar to the way the game plan looked yesterday. Talk me through that second set and how Lisa found her rhythm.
Well, she held her throw with a nice dart at double 8 to start the set. And then she had a lovely kill of 76. She hit the tops of the first dart, not a problem. She's 2-0 up in the set, didn't panic when Aileen got a leg back in the set, and then a lovely 106 there to finish it. She goes in at 1-1, pretty happy with that shot.
It's almost a split hair decision between them at the moment. Who looks better to you, in your opinion?
Okay, that's a strange question, because I think Aileen looked better in set one and Lisa looked better in set two, so they both look more comfortable on their own throw. So we'll see. It's Aileen's sort of throw this time round, so we'll see going into set three.
So that makes it a good question, right? Because they look very similar. We'll see who runs away with it in the next set.
Thank you, Joe. Not sure if there's going to be any running away with this, the way that it's been so far. One set apiece between Eileen de Graaf and Lisa Ashton. Two of the best female darters in the world looking for a place in the final. Lisa Ashton has been there, got the ticket. Eileen still waiting. Wants to show the world why she is the #2 ranked player. On the seedings alone, she should be there, but she has got to earn her place. Winner of this takes on the winner of what should be an absolute belter between Bo Greaves and Rhian O'Sullivan in the second semi-final. As our referee, Garen Roderick, just delays the start of play somewhat. Not sure if there's any issue with the scoreboard or anything. That's probably what is keeping us from getting going. So Garen, the man with the microphone, is saying no, you can't go just yet. So the ladies will have a few more practice starts.
But I have to say, these are frustrating times for a player. You've gone in, you had your break, and you're all geared and ready to go. Tournament director Jacques Newell out there having a chat with our referee. You can see just to the right of your picture, explaining what the situation is.
Yeah, we had something similar after the break between Dennis Nilsson and Wesley Plysier yesterday, and it's quite amusing when you go onto the scoring system and see that it's malfunctioned, because it then shows players averaging likes of 174, which is quite literally impossible, but that's what the software shows. We are back underway. Garen Roderick shouting game on. You know, interestingly, we were in the hotel bar last night, and one of the referees, Charlie Corstefine, brought his family along, and Charlie's dad thought that me and Garen were brothers. You see the resemblance?
100.
Only when you're eating together.
All I'm going to say is Garen's a handsome lad as well.
I'll go with that. Okay, we'll go with that. That's the way you want to go. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, he, like all of our referees and everyone working behind the scenes, have done a super job getting this tournament on, and so successfully. And we've already got dates booked in for next year. Friday the 29th of November is when next year's edition of Lakeside will begin. So an extra weekend evening session, just to tempt punters even more.
46.
Yeah, we had a lovely moment earlier, didn't we, where we all had a shot on stage. We had a team photo of all the people that are putting this together for you, and yeah, we could all be proud of that one in years to come.
160.
Absolutely. Lovely to get that framed and get it covered up. Nice memento from Lakeside.
114. $74. Eileen, you require 75.
one go at tops.
55.
Eileen de Graaf does not hold the throw.
You require 40.
Lisa Ashton leads this semi-final for the very first time.
Lisa to throw first.
Yeah, Lindsay just sent me a message saying she's running in and out of the room today, not hiding behind pillows. So you can come back in now, Lindsay. Your mum got that one.
It is a real darting family that Lisa Ashton has got.
$26. $99.
It's Danielle.
You know, yesterday I suggested we have a Jackie cam, and I think he will be in the building because Andy Bartons is playing next against Dennis Nilsson. A Danielle cam as well.
Definitely, absolutely, definitely.
Press the red button or something.
She's hiding behind the barrier over there as well. She's hiding behind her, and she's very similar to her big sister, I think. And I haven't given Derek a mention. Sorry, Derek, I haven't given you a mention, but I have now.
$85. Eileen, you require 154. $95. Lisa, you require 155.
Outside chance then, which is now no chance. Keep it straight.
50. Eileen, you require 59.
Didn't manage to, and Eileen de Graaf has been excellent on tops.
Eileen de Graaf.
Both these ladies seems to be better on the combination shooting here at the moment. They, you know, they're better when their last dart is, or they got two darts as part of a combination. They seem to take it a lot easier than when they got three darts in hand. We saw Lisa just about scrape the double five, which, you know, 33% on your doubles you'd be happy with. Three darts in hand and make sure you hit it with one.
40.
Well, during the break, I was looking at the numbers of the first two sets, and Lisa Ashton took 4 from 8. Eileen took 4 from 9. It's been a very, very good display.
80.
I'm sure both of them would be keen to improve the scoring part of the game.
60.
But it's what you do on the doubles that ultimately wins you matches.
I just love the fact that you can get your teeth into a game where you don't know who's going to win.
83.
It's that tight, and that's what makes it interesting. Yeah, it's lovely to watch 100 averages and 90 average games and everything else. But for me, an entertaining game is one that you just do not know who's going to come out the winner.
$43. 41.
You have to say, this feels like a very vital leg as part of this set, doesn't it?
44.
The momentum in the leg to follow will come from whoever wins this leg.
100.
Can't underestimate how momentum can change games.
100. You see your car 160. 40. Eileen, you require 96. 87.
Goes inside on double 9.
You require 120.
Another combination finish, perhaps.
100.
Crowd really getting involved now.
Very much so, very much so. One for double 4. Chasing around the board.
A shot at the third. Eileen de Graaf. Fourth leg, Lisa to throw first. In.
Eileen de Graaf making her feelings known.
140.
And I think from her point of view, it'll feel even more satisfying when she wins legs like that, because clearly, partisan crowd, I think most of them are rooting for Lisa Ashton. Eileen de Graaf can just turn around and say, have that.
140.
No, absolutely right. It's always tough when you, for us, it's when you go abroad and you're playing in finals and quite clearly there's a home favourite and you might be playing one of them and you come from the nice guy or lady in the room to the ultimate villain to everybody that's there. It's not easy.
28.
Girls are flying the flag for England here for the last couple of days.
59.
And the crowd are very much getting into that.
Loads of room. And Lisa Ashton finds the game's first maximum.
99. Lisa, you require 68.
How did Lisa Ashton get those bulbous barrels in the wall in one corner on a pinhead?
60. And you require 160.
She hit the double 16 when didn't want to, so left double 8. Just inside on that.
100. Lisa, you require
Big dart
8.
there from de Graaf to leave 60. Pressure on the shot for Ashton.
Lisa Ashton gives it some as well.
Fifth leg, it's Eileen to throw first.
A brash tungsten battle on stage. And this is a huge leg now.
60.
Looking at that shot, you could say his finger looking good.
But
I'm here all week.
140.
Well, the better start from Ashton.
60.
Pressure in the de Graaf throw. De Graaf is still there because she hasn't gone wayward. She's gone 60-60.
60. 28.
Bag of nails there for de Graaf. Big opening for Lisa Ashton.
76.
I think she said to herself, too quick there.
yeah, it was okay. She's still quite a long way in front.
33.
Change of location for de Graaf. A change of luck as well.
90.
Oh, good last start from Ashton, using all the ball, good ball management. De Graaf now has to come back with something.
78.
Oh, right in the top right-hand corner of that.
135.
Treble 19, this is now.
Not going to go, it's single 3. It's a shame, really. It was clear-headed thinking from Lisa Ashton to use the ball with the last dart.
9.
Not the first time we've seen a real dreadful setup shot from Ashton where she's just gone wayward.
Well, that would have been music to de Graaf's ears.
46.
The call of 46 won't have been. Treble 19. Leaves the bullseye.
77.
Lisa Ashton 1 away from turning this game round. Wrong side of the wire.
42. Lisa, you require 49. 17.
Oh, some in the crowd from our camera angle there thought that was in. So for the set, big moments, big turning points in the game.
34.
The nerves are showing.
Lisa, you require 32.
You can practice and train all you like, but for these moments, you cannot. Goes right across, looking for an angle in.
No score.
How did that dart go there? You can see the anguish on faces. It's hot up there on that stage.
And of course we get a leg like this when we are going for a crucial third set. Who is going to get their nose in front? 2-1. The answer is Eileen de Graaf.
Eileen de Graaf. 4-set first leg. It's Lisa to throw first. Game on.
Lisa knows that 9 in that leg was probably what cost her the leg. Oh, she got darts at the double. She'd had a couple more.
39.
Yeah,
most dart players would back yourself with one dart. That's the point. You want one dart at it, and she had a couple there.
22.
And it's affected her at the start of this one. And a leg that's so vital for her to hold her own throat and get this set on the way. She seems to have found the range again. Head out the shed time for Lisa it was.
171.
Eileen showing her excellence on treble 19 yet again. Second visit of 171 in the match.
$57. $82. I need to require 151.
Only 75.
$93. Lisa, you require 160.
First one's there.
100.
So much space to the left to attack that treble 20.
In charge of the first set.
Eileen de Graaf kicks off the fourth set with a leg and breaks the Ashton throw.
Second leg, it's Eileen to throw first. Game on.
Giving herself a good talking to there.
99.
Good friends, these two. They were sat together out in the back room. You wouldn't believe it, would you, before a world semi-final?
100.
When I came through the players' room, they were sat there having a chat together.
Is there a different feeling when you go up on stage, knowing that you're playing someone who you are really fond of as a close friend, or do you just try and treat them as another dart player?
Try and treat them as another dart player, to be honest. And on these days, I don't think anybody would disown you if you wanted it to do your way and didn't speak to them on the, before you played or whatever. Yeah, different players are different things, really. Everybody likes sort of, if you're pretty close, then you don't mind chatting together. It makes no difference.
121. $123. I need to require 69.
Double 16.
53. Lisa, you require 87.
Eileen de Graaf could have been one leg away from a place in the final.
69.
And she might still be.
Once again, Ashton giving herself chances. She's not quite converting.
Second leg. Eileen de Graaf. Third leg, Lisa to throw first.
And this is where Eileen de Graaf must remain focused. and must not think about what the prize is on offer.
$79. $60. $95. $100. $133.
That's what Aileen de Graaf has done well there. She's moved. When she has been trebleless up the top, she's gone down to the bottom of the board and absolutely hit that treble 19 and got herself out of some mire at times down there.
96. Lisa, you require 101.
That's the one off.
22.
And only another 22 points follow.
66.
It's a fabulous pick-off to leave.
79.
Double 16. These can prove tricky.
41.
And Lisa Ashton may have thrown her last dart in this year's World Championship.
Game. Shot.
For the first time in her career, Aileen de Graaf can call herself a Lakeside World Championship finalist. She has finally avenged her 2 semi-final defeats in the past. She is the #2 seed and she's looking to become the #1 ladies player on the planet. The end of the road for Lisa Ashton, who's given us plenty of entertainment, and there is no question she will be back next year. But Aileen de Graaf has the chance to make a little bit of personal history for herself against either Bo Greaves or Rhiannon O'Sullivan. She has beaten Lisa Ashton by 3-1.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Winmau, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Welcome back to the WDF semi-finals day here today, and I have a very happy winner of this semi-final, Eileen de Graaf, making it through to your first World Championship final. First of all, talk me through the story of that match. It was all about the third set.
Oh, really? It was a nerve-breaking game, but I saw the games before Lisa played, and she missed a lot of doubles. And she's so experienced, and she took all the chances later. But I was thinking, okay, don't think she's going to miss doubles, because she never missed doubles against me. And she did sometimes, but I took my chances, and I was really relieved, really.
And how tough was it going up a little bit against this crowd today? Because she's a home favorite, a 4-time world champ. Could you feel the crowd?
Yeah, you know, it's the same if I play in the Netherlands, the crowd is for me. So I know if I play here, the crowd is for Lisa. That's normal. So you already know that. But yeah, it's a little bit more tough, but yeah.
This has really been a fantastic year for you. And now you're in your first final. It'll be either Rhiannon O'Sullivan or Bo Greaves, who you've already beaten recently. How does it feel to make that first final?
It's really great, really. Finally the final of the Lakeside. The Lakeside, it's a name, really. You want to stand there.
How will you prepare for it before tomorrow?
Oh, just the same as today, really.
Excellent. Listen, congratulations, and we wish you the very best of luck tomorrow in the final.
Thank you very much.
Well, a very happy Eileen de Graaf there. I'll bring in Scott Mitchell there. She deserves it, doesn't she? She really held her own against the former world champion, and that third set, wow.
Yeah, I mean, she had to hang in there with the third set because Lisa really dominated it. And towards the end, Lisa hit a 9, and then that meant she only got fewer darts at a double. And then once Aileen got that third set, she had the momentum. Lisa was disappointed then in that first throw, or the first couple of throws of set 4, and Aileen got away and the confidence got up, and she finished the job off.
What will be next for Lisa, do you think?
I think that Lisa will be honest with her performance, and she'll know that she hasn't quite performed. Her preparation coming in can't have been normal because of the elbow injury and the operation, but she won't complain about that. She won't make that an excuse. She'll just bounce back like she does, and she'll be back bigger and stronger for the loss.
Okay, now let's look ahead to our very next match today. It is the men's semi-final. It is the #1 in the world, Andy Bartons, taking on Dennis Nielsen. Now, Dennis Nielsen had a really fantastic match yesterday in his quarter-final. Both of these men are in new territory in their semi-final today, but Dennis wasn't expected to do as well as he did against Wesley Plaisier. What did you make of that match?
Well, he was slow. He was just deliberate, and he just kept doing what he was doing. It's a 90-plus average, and that's what he's going to have to do again against Andy. But it's a game of two very contrasting styles. Andy is very quick, and he will want the pace to be fairly quick. Dennis has got to make sure that he doesn't get caught up in that pace and sort of like throw too quickly for him, because that will upset his rhythm, as his rhythm is a slightly slower rhythm. So it's a fascinating matchup for me.
And Andy had a little bit of a shake-up against New Zealand's Johnny Tata yesterday. He just had a little trouble with getting away from Johnny. Of course, he came through in the end. He's been on great form so far this week, but do you think yesterday it was the nerves, or what do you think it was that got to him?
Well, his average wasn't average what he did in the first 2 games, but I spoke to him again yesterday, and he wasn't bothered. It was all about the W for him, and the W for winner. So he's now in the semi-finals, and that was all he wanted. He knows today's a very different game. Ideally, we came in today at about 12:15, and Andy was already in here practicing. So he's come in and putting all the hours in on the board. So failed to prepare and all that, yeah.
He's a different Andy Bartons this year, isn't he? I mean, he's been #1 in the world now, winning the Aussie Open, winning many tournaments, doing so very, very well. How different?
All year, and it's a case of you holding your nerve to finish it off. And it sounds rather easy to do, but let me assure you, it isn't.
Well, it is new territory for both men, and there's going to be a lot of pressure on both of them. It is Andy Bartons against Dennis Nielsen after the break.
now time for the first of our men's semi-finals here at the 2023 CT1 WDF Lakeside World Championship. And we welcome to the stage, first of all, the former Lithuanian Open and Sweden Open champion. From Sweden, strongman Dennis Nilsson. We now welcome to the stage the WDF World #1, the reigning Australian Darts Open champion from Belgium, the beast from the east, Andy Bartons.
What a belting semi-final we have in prospect between the much-fancied pre-tournament favourite Andy Bartons and the outsider and surprise package in Dennis Nilsson. Bartons has looked pretty unflappable in his 3 games so far, dispatching Sebastian Białowski and Gary Stone. He was put under a bit of pressure by Johnny Tata of New Zealand yesterday. He went 3 sets up. Tata won the next 2, but Bartons ultimately showed his class to prevail with a 4-2 victory. He has been very, very consistent with averages of 94, 94 and 93. That is his MO. That is where he plays his best darts, and that is why he is an 8-time WDF champion this year. The man to beat, the #1 seed. But Dennis Nilsson has incrementally improved, and we've seen lots of different performances from him. Average of 75 in beating Jordan Brooks. He then beat James Hurrell in a 3-2 thriller. The average climbed way up to 90 in a 3-1 win against Alexander Merckx. And yesterday against Wesley Pleisier, 97.44, the best average of the tournament so far. And if he continues to improve, then he's certainly got a huge chance against the #1 man. Scott Mitchell is with me in the commentary position. And Scott, I'll begin with Dennis because you know him very well. He's a good friend of yours. Not many people expected him to get to this stage of the tournament. but he's getting better as it's wearing on, and normally we start to see fatigue setting in at this stage, but he still looks really, really fresh.
Yeah, he does, and like I said, it's a contrast of two styles, and it's, without trying to coin a pun, he's not got a style that is too energy sapping, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, he plays deliberately. He's not a slow player, but he's not the sort of player who is going to get drawn into changing his rhythm. He goes up there, plays his game at his speed. He's not going to throw quicker because Barton's is a quicker thrower than him, and that's why he's been so difficult to deal with.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and this is whether Andy can handle this slower pace. I think he's experienced enough to handle it now. And like I say, we can look at averages and stats all day long, but this is a position where that's not the case. This is a semi-final of a World Championships. Everything that's gone before goes out the window. It's all about performing well, getting to your 5 sets, and making sure you win the game. I wouldn't worry if I won this with a 71 average and made the final. Just one, because I'd be in the final, and two, there's a slight matter of £10,000 difference in the prize money from going from a semi-final to the final. So if you want to put some bunts on it, it's a 10 grand game for these guys, and that makes a difference to anybody's life.
And it is a 60 finish that makes the first bit of difference in this game. Barton's winning leg 1 and breaking the throw as well.
What a lovely camera shot that is from up on the balcony across
100.
a really, really busy Lakeside on this Saturday semi-finals afternoon.
And it's going to get even busier tonight.
60.
If you are watching now and you're planning to come down, I think a word of advice would be, if you do want fancy dress, make sure it's loose and there aren't too many layers, because it's going to get hot.
134.
It's extremely warm in here already today, and that's why I've gone jacketless today. It was extremely warm in here last night as it hotted up towards the end of the evening. Do you know, I think this has slowed Andy down a little bit, you know, and made him a little bit more deliberate. And he's having success here early doors. We've seen those interviews where he says he's feeling totally comfortable at being the favourite here.
97.
He's now feeling that he is the best player in the room. With Neil Duff gone as well, you have to say he's probably the red-hot favourite, even more so now.
Yeah, there's only one former champion in the 4-strong semi-final field. Miller Clarkson will face Chris Lambman to conclude the evening's action. And then we'll know our final lineups. Well, he's shone on tops this week, but that's a chance gone and an opportunity for Nilsson to break back. Has to find treble 18 to get a go at the bull.
And these are the shots he was finding a dart yesterday. These were the shots that he was able to worry his opponent. He's waited for a mistake and he's got one. You now feel that this one has to go. He's going to get one dart, double 16. And he was fantastic on that yesterday. I love the way he does it, I really do.
Yeah, it's the classic strongman flex as he celebrates a winning leg.
One thing for sure, this game will not pass Dennis Nilsson by. He will enjoy every moment of it, win or lose it. That's the type of character he is.
100.
Even extraterrestrial beings are here at Lakeside today.
100.
Now we're just waiting for the darts from outer space.
And there'd be no surprise if they were produced here. You're right, though, about Dennis Nilsson coming up on the stage and just enjoying himself. I think the context and the situation of the game plays more into that, because looking at the rankings, Barton's is #1 on the list. Dennis Nilsson down at number 50.
60.
Few people expect him to win. There's a very nervous Steph, that's Andy's girlfriend, watches on.
100.
The reason why he's #1 is because he's
100.
put total commitment into the WDF Tour this year, winning 8 titles, the biggest of which came down under, beating Neil Duff in the Australian Darts Open final, accruing 270 ranking points because it is a platinum event.
$140. Then you should acquire 80.
Wonder who's more nervous, Steph or Jackie?
Yeah, Jackie did look a little nervous there, didn't he? Tops for Nilsson.
Game 7, the third leg.
Dennis Nilsson is here to play. He's not overawed by the challenge.
Say his pace will not change. It's whether
78.
it starts to frustrate Bartons if he gets behind. We're very early doors here.
$85.
Both players hoping to do the business for their countries as well. We've never seen a Belgian player or a Swedish player get to the final in the Lakeside
99.
tournament.
It's good for the tournament. It's good for World Darts. WDF ranking system and the way it's set up really coming into play here this week. 22 different
45.
nations represented here at the WDF World Championships, a record. Last year was a record with 18 and it smashed that by another 4, so
180.
Barton's looking for a breaker throw here.
144.
Let's get a bit of parity on a set that he started. He had the darts.
40. $60. And you require 104.
2 treble-less visits for Nilsson. He's making it look like
64.
he's going to have to break the Baton's throw.
Finds the maximum now, but maybe too little, too late. This time Andy Barton cleans up top, levels the setup, now puts the pressure on Dennis.
Game on.
Because of the format extension, we've potentially got 3 breaks on the cards. After the 2nd set, the 4th set, and the 6th set. We could have 9 in total, and our referee, Christian Sorensen, may be subjected to 45 legs.
$82.
Played each other twice before. One of them was in the last tournament that Andy won. As we have a look at Dennis's shoes. factoid that I was told yesterday by our MC, Anthony Dundas, was that he plays with his shoelaces undone, and the cameras found the evidence.
Yeah, great bit of work there from Pup Dundas, helping us out here in the commentary box. Doesn't need to go for it. Doesn't need to go for it.
But he did go for it.
He looks very calm and collected.
Oh, it would have been a crowd-pleasing finish.
But we all know it's not about pleasing the crowd, it's about getting yourself on that board.
25.
It's going down to the side of the board that he favours.
17.
Now is he doubting what he did? Could Barton's bite him on the backside here? It's not to be this time.
58.
So 3 more darts for the set for Dennis Nielsen. For the Swede to go 1 set up. That's a nice safe dart. That one he's really gone for it. The crowd are getting into this.
No score.
They're playing their part.
And he requires 68.
6 chances wasted to win the first set and to settle himself down. Now it might have to be 13 and both the Bartons.
This would hurt.
43.
So 3 more to Dennis Nielsen. At these moments, you've just got to grab yourself inside in your head and say, look, when everything's telling me I can't do this, I can.
8-time lucky Dennis Nielsen gets the set-winning double. And for the first time in the tournament, Andy Barton's trails.
140.
And he won't matter because the set was Dennis's set. He knows there's possibility of 9 sets here. We've got a long way to go.
60.
We're just in the first 10 minutes of the first half if it was a football match.
Yeah, there's an awful long way to go, but this is now a test of some different attributes that Andy has inside him. He's been a front runner for the whole tournament, racing off into the distance. Now he's got to play the role of the tortoise instead of the hare.
But what Dennis has got to do is not fade away here. He's won that first set. He's got to make sure that Andy has to work hard to win this second set. The momentum should be with Nielsen. And so he's got to make him work hard. And this is what we're talking about.
140. $100. 60. And you require 131.
Treble 13. Leaves double 16.
Game shot in the first leg.
Andy Barton takes it out. Classy 3-figure out shot.
Game on.
Absolutely, and what a shot to say, I am not going anywhere. Special moments, special players,
60.
and that was a big special moment to drag the momentum back in his favour.
180.
And then follows up 131 with a 180.
It's a momentum swing.
100. 100. 100.
Two very different styles of throw. The real freneticism to how Bartons hurls the darts to the board.
39.
The facial contortions. Whereas Dennis Nilsson barely registers a blink.
60.
He's looking to get his revenge on Andy Bartons. 2 defeats in 2 matches. The last of them only coming recently as 3 weeks ago
150.
in the Czech Open quarterfinals. This leg has got Bartons written all over it.
And you require 32.
I spoke a few moments ago about this start of this set and not giving the set up easily.
Game set.
Well, there's Bartons now.
Bartons.
2 up. He's broken Dennis's throw.
Game on.
And he now holds his own. If he holds his own throw, goes straight back at 1-1.
100.
When we head into the break. Dennis has now got to try and just not worry too much.
100.
Try and start and having a, treat this as a practice leg. Try and find his range.
100.
And if he's there at the end of the leg, then all well and be it. All good. That's his problem dart at the moment. He's just dropping that first dart too low, causing himself a few problems.
60.
And then Bartons is doing this, causing him a few more problems.
140.
Some more fans from Belgium in this afternoon.
120.
I think I made this point yesterday when he played Wesley Plowsier. He has been the unluckiest man with bounce outs the whole tournament. I know sometimes you look and think maybe it's the points that need sharpening up or the technique, the angle of entry, but it's happened to him so many times.
And one more in there would have been him right back on level terms with Bartons in this leg. And unfortunately, because that one drops out,
91. And you require
the next thing you know, Bartons has a big shot, leaves double 12, hits it with the first dart, and then it's two sets are gone, one apiece, and we're none the wiser.
Yep, as if by magic, Andy Bartons goes and hits double 12, and he's just doing Andy Bartons things. 96 average, a perfect response to going a set down. 3 straight legs mean this semi-final is Andy Bartons 1, Dennis Nilsson 1.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Winmau, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Welcome back to Lakeside as our competitive days of semi-finals continues. Again, it is one set apiece at the break here. It is Andy Bartons against Dennis Nielsen. Well, it was Dennis that started off strong, taking that first set, but then Andy Bartons' pedigree shining through. How is the #1 world seed looking to you?
I think it took the first set for Andy to suss out what Dennis's pace was going to be. You can watch it on TV, you can watch games back and try and work it out. But for me, it took that first set. Andy then second set, knew exactly what pace was coming. Dennis doesn't change his pace. He now looks to be at one with Dennis's pace. He's quite comfortable. He's the first one back out on stage now, Bartons. So he's been backstage, can't wait to get going again. So he looks the more comfortable of two now after 2 sets.
It's the first time we've seen Andy trail in this tournament so far. When he was down a set, did he look nervous to you? Did he look under pressure? How did he handle that?
No, when it's first to 5, you're not worried if you go 1 or even 2 sets down, particularly when you're in the form that Andy is. You know, he'll be thinking that I can get 5 sets off of Dennis before he can off of me. And I think that showed there in that second set.
What was going wrong for Dennis Nielsen then in that second set? Because it really did take a dip in form, didn't it, for Dennis?
His first start was just dropping under the treble 20, and then he was having problems getting round it to hit trebles and get double treble visits. And Andy could see that, and he just, the champion that he is and the #1 seed that he is, just plugged away and comfortably took the set.
Let's head back to the stage now for the third set. It's Andy Bartons against Dennis Nielsen in the semi-final.
It is a mouth-watering prospect. We are none the wiser after 2 sets. Dennis Nielsen taking his chances when Barton didn't to win the first set, but it was the brilliant Belgian who raced into a 3-0 set to take set number 2 and level the scoreline at 1 apiece. Barton's still in the mid-90s averages as he has been for the whole tournament. Nielsen flagged a little bit in that second set, but the break will probably have done him the power of good. Still been some pretty good stuff on the outer ring from Andy Bartons. 5 from 12 on the doubles. It's similar percentage to what he struck in his quarter-final match against Johnny Tartar, where it was 16 from 37. The big scores continue to be piled in. Bartons has already beaten his personal best. Couple of quarter-finals, defeats to Scott Waits and Thibaut Tricol.
59.
He has showcased the best of his ability. Maybe there is another gear to come.
140.
But Dennis is not someone who will be prone to panicking. He plays in such a relaxed manner.
59.
But if Bartons does start firing his A game, then Dennis Nielsen will have to find something in the A-star range. Scott Mitchell has rejoined me in the comms box. Can't get enough. People can't get enough of photos with you, can they?
You put one pink shirt on and you just get recognised every time you hear. Yeah, no, I agree with what you say there. For me, Dennis has not got to worry about anything. You know, it's all about the first set was on his throw. He has to. His people out the back in that break should have been saying, look, you know, Andy's only won his set on his throw.
90.
Get back out there, do what you were doing. Don't overthink, and just keep playing and trying to hit that red bit as many times as you can.
Yeah, the thought process may alter if Bartons quickly takes out another set, and he's threatening that early on. That leaves 53. $13 for tops.
51.
It looked a bad dart, but it wasn't a bad dart because it's a nice easy adjustment from there up to the 13. Once again, Dennis has got to start finding some of these. He was finding one or two of these with the bullseye yesterday.
56.
Just goes to show no 2 days are the same. And once again, Barton's having problems on that double 10 side of the board. Big opening here for Dennis Nielsen. 2 at double 4. Barton's already shaking his head in the background. He knows he made a mistake.
Well, that was Dennis Nielsen's first dart at a double since the set-winning dart on double 4 in set 1.
137.
Faced a Barton's blitz just before the break. He's back out now. An irritating one for Andy to lose.
100.
I think what was so impressive about Dennis Nielsen yesterday was that he went a couple of sets up, and then Wesley Plysier came and played the set of the tournament so far, winning the third one in 40 darts. He then missed double 16 to take the game to 2 apiece, and Dennis Nielsen didn't panic. That kind of deflated Wesley, and it's what saw Dennis come through. It's that calmness under pressure that has served him really well. Whether he is only throwing an average of 75 or 97, still that same laser focus.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. But if you're throwing 95s, you're more confident, and you continue to do them. At 71s, you're still sort of throwing and begging and hoping. He's got to get this first dart right. That's a better dart. He can fill across the bed.
Wants to find one in the middle of those two.
140. And you require 132.
Everybody's having a good time at the lakeside.
Thought we were going to pop the champagne cork then.
It was nearly too central, that bullseye. It was nearly too central. Needed to be one side or the other, really.
And that needed to be in the big 16.
Seeing Dennis there with his eyes closed, told you one thing, he missed the big number.
44. And you require 40.
So Barton, surely.
Surely,
yes. Would have been very unlike Andy Bartons to miss so many darts at double in consecutive legs.
43. $140.
That's the better dart for Dennis. He follows that first dart.
100.
Three 180s.
As did Andy right there.
And that second one's precarious.
174.
Christian Sorensen with the magical 174 shout out.
100. And you require 81.
Now Andy's missing the big numbers.
41. Then you require 126.
Again, a blocker dart for him. Can he round the side? No, he can't. So all he can do is hope for a treble 20,
98.
which he does. Pressures the Bartons tops, but tops after 12 is not too shabby for Bartons. This is for a 14 darter. Chasing round the board.
30.
And continues to chase round the board.
Then you require 28.
This would hurt Bartons because he's feeling he should have broke the throw here. Big moments. Those little cheers are little cheers of relief.
Well, he's had 2 holds of throw in this set that'll both feel like breaks because Andy Bartons has hit 1 from 13 in this set on the outer ring. Wouldn't be human if he didn't make mistakes every now and again, but this is a bit of an error-strewn set from the Belgian.
100. $140.
Although those shoelaces are undone, they're not particularly long. You're not going to trip over them, are you?
40.
So, and they don't look to have been sort of like altered or doctored. So maybe he started not doing them up because the shoelaces were so short in the first place.
59.
Yeah, Dennis, have you tried loafers at any point? They don't have laces. One of those odd darting superstitions, I suppose.
57.
Did you have any when you were a player?
No, none. I didn't have lucky pink boxer shorts. Why would I do that? Because, of course, boxers would affect how my arm moves, wouldn't it? Or lucky socks. Why would I do that?
60.
That would be stupidity.
And you require 108.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a bit of a skeptic of the old superstitions.
I am as I've got older. I had them the same as everybody else did. I was thinking about it actually this morning. And in 2015, I only used 1 set of steps at the hotel. I wouldn't use the second set of stairs to go into the hotel. And I did the same all week. So, yeah, it's there for everybody.
83. And you require 32.
Well, there were darts he could afford to miss, but Andy Bartons decided to tidy it up anyway. Dennis on a bogey number.
Game on. $100.
Yeah, good visit from Dennis because that didn't look likely in the last leg, did it?
100.
Big lurch from Bartons there. He's over trying now, trying to break the throw. There's the problem dart. Surely has to move. Oh, that's a super recovery. Oh, what am I talking about? That dart's in the way. We're both sat here clapping here. Brilliant. Bartons now open bed.
100.
Not to be. Dennis has to go again. You have to have a treble visit here. Oh, he's done it again. It's like the Iceman on these deciding ones. We'll see if we can hold that out at the end of this set. There's a 140 here, and Barton's is right back in it. And that's a wayward one.
45.
And now a non-treble visit.
161.
Nielsen the favourite, 6 from here. $81, I'd go 25 here.
86.
I'd have gone 25 or ball there for me. Let's break it down, get it down to a 2-darter.
Yeah, it would have been a guaranteed single to double.
100.
But he's still likely with Barton's only on 156. And he's more than likely now.
Oh, chance goes begging.
156.
This would be a mighty ask, but it's there on the board. Oh, here we go. Oh, his eyes must have lit up like dinner plates when he hit the first one.
Then he should require 12.
But instead, it's Nielsen's eyes who light up.
First legs, Andy to throw first. Game on.
You've got to hand it to him. He is absolutely riding a roller coaster on his own throw there. He's given a few opportunities early in the sets of that particular set. He gave a few opportunities to Bartons. Bartons didn't take them. And then Bartons is there just not working out how he's lost that, that set 3-2. But here we go again, set play. We're back at 0-0 on the legs. And this is the joy of set play. You just, one set is never the same as another.
100.
The last leg in the third set was the only one where Andy Bartons didn't have a dart at double. And just as he filled the treble 20, 156, convinced he was going to follow it. Give himself a shot at double 18. It did not arrive.
100.
Jackie's starting to get a bit more animated now.
$96. $177.
Brilliant setup from Bartons. 177 leaves double 12. He's had one go at this. Dart that won set 2, and it went straight away. Nothing's coming easy to Andy Bartons. He still has enough firepower.
I'm
sure if we had Jackie Cam over there, he'd be jumping up and down for joy with that one. I did see somebody else in the crowd alongside Jackie there. I think it's Ferdy. He helps run the sort of the Bruges Belfry Open, which I think I won a couple of years ago.
137.
Co-organiser.
You think you won, or you know you won?
I think, yeah, I did win it, I think.
140.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. I think the wife was with me that one. So, yeah.
$59.
I'm sure Andy Bartons has lost count of the titles he's won this year.
You don't lose count of them till you get old, and that you won them a long time ago, and then can't remember. That's why we got you statisticians next to me. You told me how many quarterfinals I'd been in yesterday, and I didn't realise how many I'd been in. So thanks for that, mate.
174.
Another 174 called by Christian Sorensen. Super board management.
And once again, more pressure on the Nielsen throw. Barton started the set.
75.
They've taken out 1-3-1 already. This one doesn't go.
He'll go 20 for 32. No, he doesn't. It's 12 for tops. Just under. I thought with the way that was sat, he would go 20 for 32. He's been so prolific on 32. Barton's now starting to chase the doubles again, but not now. He did this in set 2. Dennis worked so hard to win set 1, and Barton's blew him away in set 2. And once again, Nielsen has worked so hard in set 3 to win it 3-2. Scrapped his way through in that final leg, and now Barton's has broken his throat. And now we'll look to hold throw to take this 3-0.
Well, if he does hold throw, it shows you the complexity of set play, because if it was to legs, it'd be 10-6 in favour of Barton's. Dennis has done what he's needed to do in the important moments. And once again, this is a set where, of course, he'll be disappointed to lose it, but because it's on the Barton's throat, all he needs to focus on is doing it when it's on his throat.
Yeah, absolutely. And does it show that Andy's over trying on the Nielsen throw, maybe to get that break that he knows he needs?
96. And you require 170.
The wait for a big fish goes on. Still, it's Andy Bartons who's delivered the biggest checkout of the tournament. A couple of 160s.
And you require 72.
Doesn't need to entertain the bullseye.
32.
Instead leaves his favourite tops. Only a 180 will do, to be honest. To really pile the pressure on.
140.
That's okay.
You require 40.
You expect Bartons to clean up, which he does. First start in hand. What a strange semi-final this is. Andy Bartons comfortably the better player, looking at the scores, looking at the averages. He's won both of his sets 3-0. Jackie's happy. Andy Bartons won't be too happy that he's still in a real scrap of a game with Dennis Nielsen. He'll come back feeling fresh, feeling refocused after the break. 2 sets apiece. Who can call this one?
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading. Specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Winmau, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Welcome back. It's neck and neck here at Lakeside in the men's semi-final between Andy Barton's #1 in the world and Sweden's Dennis Nilsson. 2 sets apiece. Well, not too much has changed since we last met. How surprised are you at just how even Stevens this match is looking?
Look, those last 2 sets were a carbon copy of sets 1 and 2. Dennis absolutely battling to hold on to his throws in his own sets, managing to squeak through on the last leg, and he's done it again in set 3. So he took the lead into 2-1, and Andy then has just jumped on, held his own throw, battered Dennis on his throw in his own set, and then Andy goes and holds his throw again comfortably, and he sat up the back, and you know, Barton's is 10 legs to the good on Dennis, who's only won 6. So you would say that Andy's a better player, but all this time that this goes on, he still has to break Dennis Nilsson's throw.
We're seeing a few errors from Andy Barton's. Everyone makes errors, but we're seeing a number of errors. Dennis Nilsson also performing great on those deciders. What do you think is going to be the difference between them in this match?
Well, I think it's going to be whether Andy can manage to break Dennis's throw. He's given himself a couple of darts on a couple of occasions to break his throw on Dennis's set. That would give him a bit of an advantage if he can break the set. Now we're coming back out again. I don't know who's back out first. They're both back out at the same time this time. I can't call it. Dennis is back out after the break. It'll be a slow start again, and we'll see who takes the set.
Excellent. Okay, well, it's time to get them back out here for the 5th set. Andy Barton's Dennis Nilsson. It's the semi-final.
And it's a semi-final that is swinging from one way to the other. When he's on the throw, Dennis Nilsson, he's playing some superb darts. He's getting doubles when he needs to. When he's not on his own throw in the set, he's seemingly having a bit of a nap, trying to keep himself as fresh as possible. The 2 Barton sets that have begun with him on the throw, 6-0 in legs. Dennis Nilsson has had 1 dart at double across those 2 sets. This is where he needs to do the business, and it's almost smart play, really, conserving the energy and really focusing on what he can control when he has got the darts. Barton's knew that when he lost the ball in the back room, he would have had to find a break of throw at some point. And Scott Mitchell, because Dennis is starting this set with his darts, we're probably going to see the best of him now.
Well, the thing that's going on is, one thing that's really hard is that when you're coming out and being the first throw after the break, that's always difficult for a player. You know, you'd like to see it mixed up a bit, where sometimes Andy had to come out and be the first throw after. And once again, it's just a case, and you feel it's a matter of time before Andy Barton breaks Dennis's throw in Dennis's set. You know, it just feels like it's a matter of time, and he's just opened up there with 22 and 39.
Yeah, already a different complexion to the start of this 5th set, isn't there?
180.
Andy Barton's is 6 into a 9-darter.
And you require 141.
To join Paul Lim in the club. Bit too much to ask.
A bit harsh, that. A few loud boos there. That was a bit harsh, wasn't it? Nice ripple of applause, though, for the attempt.
30. And you require 82.
Not a good start from the break for Dennis Nielsen. Still on 3:10 after 12.
Double four.
78.
Been a real disastrous re-entrance to the stage for Dennis Nielsen.
And you require 4.
Double two is there for Andy Barton.
Second leg, it's Andy to throw.
All important break of throw.
You have to say, I thought the break would stop Andy's momentum. He's obviously got good people around him in that back room. It's vital that you have that one voice that you're used to listening to or giving you advice, the one person you trust.
61.
He's 13 years the junior of Dennis Nielsen. Will he find that extra burst of stamina?
$140.
Is that Elvis full Lake Vegas style?
Yeah, Elvis has been a persistent theme over the week.
180.
Almost as big as the Barton scoring.
$100. And you require 80.
For 5 legs on the bounce.
$60.
Now's the time to miss them when your opponent's back on 220. We've seen a very different Andy Barton's come out from the break. Dennis still having the same old problems with the treble 20 bounce. Fallouts. It's just not going Nielsen's way this set.
And you require 20.
There for Andy Barton to take a 2-leg lead. Dennis Nielsen must feel like snapping his darts in 2. He could probably do it even if they are 90% tungsten.
It's the first time that we've seen Dennis flustered this week, I think.
100.
From that barrage of scoring from Barton's, there's nothing you can do about it as a player. Only try and score some yourself to stop him.
180.
That's 3 180s in as many legs since the break. You really think he's turning the screws now?
100.
It's like he's having to fend off an AK-47 with a teaspoon. Go on, Andy.
140.
He has raised his game.
$60. $100. $100. And you require 81.
For an 11-dart leg. In the blink of an eye, Andy Barton has won the 5th set. A burst of Barton's brilliance.
6-set first leg is Andy to throw.
And I have to say, you won't see too many better sets of darts than that here at the home of World Darts, honestly.
60.
That was one special set indeed from Barton's. Talk about laying down a marker for your opponents to see.
140.
No better time to do it than in a semi-final either, when it's really tight and nip and tuck. Dennis seems to have found his rhythm again now. Maybe it's woke Nielsen up.
Well, I didn't think that Plazia set that we saw yesterday against Dennis would have been beaten. It still hasn't, but it was matched. 40 darts
80.
to win a set.
I think that's the 4th dart in this match that Nielsen's had on the floor.
58.
Dodged a bullet for me there. He's dodged a bullet. Let's not forget this is on the Barton's throw.
60.
Well, Nielsen has been nilled in 3 sets. Yet this format means he is not out of the game.
So what are we on now? 13 legs to 6.
Yeah.
And he's still there at 3-2 in sets.
140. Then you should require 81.
Not a bad miss. Yeah, absolutely.
49.
That one is, though. Bartons is back on 125. He'll go bullseye first. Big problems here for Nielsen.
Andy Bartons.
It's super stuff from Andy Bartons.
Game on.
The man's used to winning.
And he's now seeing the finishing line, isn't he? He's now knowing that he's the better player in this match.
137.
You have to give Nielsen credit. He's hung in there. He is facing a barrage from Bartons.
97.
And the more times Nielsen goes in and ends up trebleless, the more
100.
confidence Bartons will get. It's a rather fetching waistcoats there.
In 4 matches of Dennis Nielsen's campaign, we've seen him average twice in the 70s, twice in the 90s. He's in the middle now, 84. That's not going to be enough to get past this man, because he's so consistent. He barely drops his performance.
60.
And of all the days he wouldn't want to do it, it would have been today. He knew he needed 90 plus to trouble Bartons.
100. And you require 110.
Misses a big number.
We're all as confused as Andy.
78. Then you should require 104.
Missed it by a mile.
72. And you require 32.
Chances are becoming rarer for Dennis Nielsen.
Game 7, second leg.
And if he doesn't start taking them quickly, then Bartons is going to saunter to a 5-2 win.
Third leg, it's Andy to throw first. Game on.
It's 8 successive legs now for Andy Bartons.
81.
Nilsson running out of road. He can take huge satisfaction from how he's played in this tournament, the progress he's made.
46.
But it'll be that nagging feeling if he does lose, he'll go off stage and think, I could have done more. Not over yet. We're not discounting Dennis, but Andy's looking ruthless now.
97.
He sure is. And when he gets that first one right, he generally furrows it.
140. Then he should require 84.
14 or treble.
Try to make sure of the 14, don't be greedy.
Well, it ended up on the floor. I was wondering then where that dart ended up.
Yeah, good move once he had one dart in his hand to go that way.
Sums up his luck.
76. Then he should require 16.
Dennis Nilsson stops the rot and breaks the throw.
Fourth leg, it's Dennis to throw first. Game on.
Holds here and then breaks in the next leg. We're leveling sets, which would be a big head scratcher for Andy Bartons.
139.
A packed house this afternoon.
Yeah, and again this evening.
Yeah, we might be adding maybe 100, 200 more. Lakeside at its very best.
100.
Barton's in that treble 20 again.
121. $140, and you require 106.
Tops for a 4-2 lead.
86.
Would have been a third ton plus checkout of the match for Andy Bartons.
Just about to say that would be some way to level this up. It's not going to be, so Bartons will come back at double 10. He's not been good on that.
And you require 20.
The Bartons fans there.
One more dart. And Andy Bartons can see the finish line in his sights. Just who can beat him at Lakeside this year? Dennis Nilsson, the latest man to come and try. But unless he produces darts from the gods over 3 more sets, it is Andy Bartons who is going to book his place in tomorrow's final. Super display from the Belgian. He is 1 set away from a maiden final here at the Lakeside.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading. Specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Winmau, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Welcome back to Lakeside as world number 1 seed Andy Bartons leads Dennis Nilsson in the semi-final by 4 sets to 2. And Andy Bartons, he's already on the stage here practicing. I think he wants to fly off into the sunset and get ready for tomorrow's final. But he has 1 set remaining. He came out of the break after they were 2 sets all flying. It was 180 after 180. What did he do differently? How did he turn things around like that?
He went in off the back of a really good set, so he was more than happy. So he just came back out and continued what he'd been doing. He knew that he'd been bossing the game. He knew that he'd won more legs. It was just winning those legs at the right time. He went and blew the next set away and then did exactly the same in the last set. It's just, Dennis is not quite scoring as he was, but when Andy's scoring 180s like he is, it makes it very difficult to beat, and Dennis is going to have to find another gear or two, but the only problem is it's Andy that's going through the gears.
So is Dennis lacking anything, or is it just a question of Andy getting those 180s and just producing when it matters?
No, it's Andy producing when it matters more than Dennis doing anything wrong. I think he's going through the gears, Andy, and when somebody's scoring so heavy, when you're the opponent, it is very hard to find your own range. It knocks you off your range, so it's Andy doing everything right more than Dennis doing a great deal wrong.
But it's not over yet. They have to get at least 1 more set to go, and it could go longer. We've been very impressed with Dennis Nilsson this week. He has surprised when we didn't expect that match over Wesley Plays here yesterday. He has pulled out some results. Can he pull this back?
Look, it's a tall order, and he's going to have Andy go off, and he's going to have to jump a couple of gears. And I've got to be honest with you, I just can't see that happening at the minute.
Okay, well, it does look like it is potentially the time for Andy Bartons to finally make his first final. What will that mean to him, do you think? He hasn't been even this far before in this tournament.
I think he's just taken every game at the time. Like I said earlier, he's number 1. He feels that to make his seeding, he needs to get to the final. When you get to the final, anything can happen.
Okay, well, we can hear the crowd. They are getting ready. They're getting noisy. And it's time for the 5th set.
Potentially a match-winning set to come for Andy Bartons. The man who's won this year's Australian Open, Denmark Open, Bruges Open, Czech Open, Croatian Masters, Denmark Masters, Bruges Open, Belfry Open. And another Czech Open. Well, he won the Czech Open last year as well. He is a winning machine. The battle of the beast and the strongman, and he's the beast who is knocking the strongman off his perch. Dennis Nilsson has just got to remain focused. He's just got to think he can believe. He can believe he can win. But it's very, very difficult when you're facing such consistency on a regular basis against Andy Bartons, who is proving to the world why he's the #1 seed.
100.
That comes with its own pressure, entering a tournament like this. Bartons has responded.
For me, when you come into this tournament, you want to try and reach your seed, and if you're the number 16 seed, you want to make the last 16. If you're inside the top 8 seed, you want to make the last 8. And that's the way I used to try and prepare myself to come here. But we know that Andy's been pretty confident from the moment that he drove in the driveway here. He knew he was the favourite. He was happy to be the favourite. Like I say, the atmosphere changes here by the time you get to the quarterfinals and semi-finals. The hotel's not quite as busy. It's a little bit quieter. Those players that like to do their own things, there's not so many people on the practice board at the hotel. It's all strange being here at the end of the week. From the start of the week, it feels like a ghost town in the mornings.
Then he should acquire 124.
Yeah, one by one, darts players depart.
39.
Nilsson could be the latest.
Then he should acquire 85.
But as per usual, he's under pressure from Bartons. 20 or treble. Leaves double 5.
75.
Over the top.
And he requires 70.
That almost deflected in.
10.
It did. It just flattened the trajectory of the dart off. And
Game 7, the first man.
Dennis Nilsson needed no
Andy to throw first.
second invitation.
99. $140.
Hasn't found a 180 since that set 6 blitz where he won it in 40 darts. Looking back on the conclusion of this game, I think that's probably where the game turned the most.
$138.
Still, he rattles in those 2 big treble visits. But there's 3 big trebles for Dennis.
99. Dennis should acquire 141.
Width of a wire away for Bartons there. Can Dennis Nilsson do this 141, 57? Oh, he goes the 45 route. Treble 10 while you're down there, Dennis. Or are you going back up to the 18s?
85. And he required 25.
17 and double 4 has been the MO. And double 2 is there as a fail-safe.
Andy Bartons. Third leg, it's Dennis to throw first. Game on.
Dennis has found his purple patch again, hasn't he? And all the time he's finding his purple patch,
60.
It keeps Bartons under pressure.
It's the purplest of purple patches.
Well, I said in the break that he'd have to go up the gears. He's definitely going through the gearbox now.
96. Dennis will require 141.
Treble 20 is there. He's going to go treble 15. He would have made himself a Lakeside legend had he popped the 9-darter.
81.
Salutes the crowd. Nice to see.
140.
They appreciate the fact that he has more than played his part in this tournament and in this match. A match that still may have more chapters to be written.
Dennis will require 40. And taking the third leg, Dennis Nilsson. Fourth leg, Andy throwing first.
The crowd loves an underdog. And Dennis Nilsson might be feeling the love now.
I think he's got to the point where he feels that
100.
It's time to just let go, you know. It's last chance saloon, isn't it, for him?
44.
Almost what will be, will be.
Correct, and he's just throwing with freedom again.
100.
Problem with throwing with freedom again, you do give yourself other chances and then you start to throw tight again, because you get yourself back into the game.
100.
It's all a massive mindset. And let's not forget, it's probably the longest game of darts these two have ever played in their lives.
140. Dennis will require 160.
A match which Andy Bartons wants only 2 more legs of.
And you require 132.
He's teased us already with this. And he's only teasing himself. And for treble 19.
92. Dennis will require 101.
So for another set for Nielsen.
45.
That's 3 times in this set he's been unsuccessful in that route. You would think it was time to change.
Game from the fourth leg, Andy Bartons.
He might not get the opportunity because Andy Bartons is 1 leg away from his first ever Lakeside final.
We're back to the same situation in set 1 and set 3, with Nielsen having to hold throw to keep his set.
100.
But Bartons is 1 leg away from his dream to play in a world final.
99.
The cast of Sesame Street transfixed.
55.
Or is it Muppets? I always get them two mixed up.
That might have been Muppets, that.
Yeah.
100.
Only one Muppet in the comms box. It's not the 2015 world champ.
Not right this minute, no. I have been.
137.
Andy Bartons is just living every dart in the background there. He's shaking his head as Dennis hits a treble 20 and then he hits the ball. Bartons will try to pressure this 71.
135.
And I think we can say that's well and truly pressured. Jackie seems to think so.
Double 9.
62.
Didn't mean to go for double 18. He just wanted the single and then the double.
Just tried to make sure he hit a big 18 and he went too big. So Bartons then for the match.
55.
First match dart has gone.
Dennis will climb 9.
Agony for Steph.
Agony for all the Belgian contingency over there. They're looking for their man to be in the final, and that is a horrible, horrible way to finish a match on your last dart, if that's to be.
And it is to be, because Andy Bartons, the favourite coming into this Lakeside World Championship, has lived up to the hype. He is in the final after defeating a spirited Dennis Nilsson. It looked like it was going to be a sticky game at the start, with Nilsson taking 2 of the first 3 sets. But Bartons ultimately showed why he is such a quality player. The family in tears. There is still work to be done. Dennis Nilsson can walk off with his head held very high indeed. But Andy Bartons is 1 game away from glory. Over to you, Jelle Claassen and Chris Landman.
This program is brought to you by Benji Marine Engine Repair and Trading, specialized in Wärtsilä engines with a 24-hour-a-day, high-quality, worldwide service. And by Hemeco Storage Systems, your one-stop storage system solution with over 100 years of experience. The 45th annual Winmau Fleetwood Memorial Las Vegas Open will be held from January 19th till the 21st. Sin City welcomes you to come and play in the entertainment capital of the world. Both men's and women's champions will win places at the 2024 WDF World Championships. The Romanian Darts Festival is from January the 26th till January the 28th. Come join the party in Bucharest. Register to play by Wednesday the 24th of January. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is held from February 1st till February 4th. Registration is open until January the 16th. The Toto Dutch Open Darts is by far the largest darts party in the world that you should not miss. And the men's and women's champions go to the Lakeside in December 2024. The Swiss Open and Helvetia Open tournaments are held from May 31st till June the 2nd. One of the longest running tournaments in Europe invites you to join them in the most beautiful surroundings you'll find in Europe. The Swedish Open and Masters is held from August 16th till 18th. A popular tournament for many of Europe's best aerosmiths. For more information on each of these tournaments, go to the link in the description. A special thank you to our tournament sponsors Winmau, A&G Travel Group, iDarts, Dart Connect, CT1 and Quiff.
Welcome back to Lakeside as we have just closed out the men's semi-final. Heartbreak for Dennis Nilsson. but no heart rate for this man here. Andy Bartons, congratulations. Your first final for the World Championships. It was a bit of a turning point, wasn't it, after 2 sets apiece? What was going through your mind? How did you suddenly produce such incredible form?
Yeah, of course. The first set I lost, I missed my doubles. Second leg, I won 3-0. The third set, I lost my doubles again, 2-1, 2-2, again, 10 throw but good, so I'm happy.
And he was really fighting though, wasn't he, Dennis? Especially in that 7th set. How hard did he push you?
Yeah, very hard. Nilsson is also a good player, but I'm happy to do the final tomorrow.
You've had such a good year, such a strong year, world number 1, and now it's here, the final tomorrow. How does it feel? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm very confident now. Tomorrow, we will see tomorrow.
Yeah, nerves, pressure, or can you hold that relaxed sense of self?
Yeah, tonight I'll watch the game, the semi-final, relax, we see well tomorrow.
Do you have a preference who it might be?
No.
All right, congratulations, Andy. We will see you tomorrow in the final. Well done. Well, there you go. He looks relaxed and confident as ever, doesn't he? I mean, what a match for him. He really knows how to produce it when it matters. And he just seems calm.
Absolutely, and he knew that he was a better player for that game. We all knew, the numbers said that he was a better player for that game. But he had to go and produce it under the most massive pressure. And he's done it. It's relief now for him. It'll take a few moments for him to realise that he's in the final. You know, it happens over the next half an hour. All the texts, all the messages come through from your friends and family back home. And then you've got to try and shut that off and concentrate on tomorrow now.
Credit to Dennis Nilsson, though. We have seen some impressive form from him this week, and he really fought hard in that 7th set. There was a moment there where he could have taken it and made this match even longer.
Absolutely, and he goes home and he should be pleased with what he's produced this week. And he's done it for a nation as well. Sweden have backed him all the way, and quite rightly so. He's been around a while now. He's one of their stalwarts. And now he's been here to a semi-final. He'll be one of the Swedish darts legends that everybody talks about for the rest of his life.
Okay, but it is all about Andy Bartons, and it is all about the next men's semi-final coming up later this evening. At 7 o'clock, we have our second set of semi-finals. That kicks off with the 18-year-old boys, Andras Borbeli from Hungary and Adam D from Ireland. So that is in the boys World Championships semi-finals. Then it's to the women. We have our number 1 in the world, Bo Greaves from England, going up against Wales's Rianne O'Sullivan. And then it will be an all-Dutch semi-final to decide who will meet Andy Bartons in that final. Chris Laumann of the Netherlands and Jelle Klaassen, our former world champion, also from the Netherlands. So all to look forward to in just over a couple of hours' time. We hope to see you there, back here for the Lakeside CT1 WDF World